Shut up and sit down.
Would you guys say we live in a hookup culture?
Oh, 1,000,000%.
Definitely.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Hookups are a lot more common these days.
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think so.
I've been here for like 5 days, but I would assume so, yeah.
All right.
I feel like, yeah, at this age.
Especially like where we go. We're from Santa Barbara, and
Oh,
the
okay.
hookup
Have you
culture
heard of
there
that?
is crazy.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, you see Santa Barbara.
all
Yeah, we go there.
hookups.
It's actually good. You guys have a different perspective. Where are you guys from?
Ireland?
Oh, yeah. So I'm sure it's different from how it is around here.
Yes, there's just not as many people to choose from.
Why? What do you mean? So you're saying in Ireland it's like hard to find the right guy?
Well, no,
It's not-
6
it's-
million.
I was gonna say it's not that it's hard to find the right guy, but everyone you get with knows someone.
Yeah.
The anonymity in
Yeah.
New York makes the hookup culture so much easier because you can actually just never, ever see them
Yeah.
and no one will know.
I feel like people are starting to change. Hopefully, I've been seeing a lot of things like on social media, like a shift that people are like, I'm tired of like the hookup situation. I actually want something genuine because there's no longevity with hooking up.
It's fine for me right now because I'm not looking for anything, but I understand how it could be disillusioned
Yeah. Like
after a while. Like I'm new here, so it's fine.
right. It's fun in the beginning, but after it kind of wears you down.
Me personally, I don't really care about it, but I understand why people would get kind of like, disillusioned by it.
So would you think that there's some men out there who are like, some of them get like with every girl, and because of that, every girl wants them?
No, I think that makes people want them less.
Really?
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah,
Well-
I think, you want to hook up with them, but you would never date them.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, like you said, you're not looking to date anyone because it's unrealistic.
At this point in my life, yeah. Like where we're going and where we're at, yeah.
How do you feel about that?
It's kind of annoying because I love relationships. I love to be in a relationship. It's hard to find someone that's actually serious about it.
I think it's good that people are more comfortable with themselves and their sexuality and whatever.
I think to a certain extent it can be fun, but I mean at a certain point you do kind of, I don't know, it gets kind of disgusting, especially when everybody around you
Right.
is engaged in
Germs
it.
are being spread, juices are being expelled everywhere.
Well, that-
Obviously, you're not a fan of hookup culture, right?
No, absolutely not.
Is it because you much prefer like an emotional connection opposed to like a sexual one?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think it's anything really to be ashamed of. If that's what people want, that's what people want.
Yeah. Any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I just agree with her.
So for the first year, it was super fun, I guess. You get to meet more people and it's fun. But now that I'm going to my second year, I don't want that. I don't.
No, yeah.
I don't literally
You
want
get it
that
out
for
of
the
your
rest.
system.
Yeah.
At least I think I'm a little bit selfish. I don't really want to have to be concerned about certain things. I'm not saying I'm insecure, but it's that sense of security that you have knowing that there is that one person that's a ride or die for you and they'll do anything for you, and vice versa, of course. And through the good and the bad, obviously, I feel like that's a lot better than just hi, I'm Nina, nice to meet you, let's hook up. Next day, see you never, and that's it. I mean, it's not, to me, that's not the way to live life. And it's kind of sad. I feel like that's a way people tend to deflect
Yeah.
whatever they're feeling on the inside.
So you guys think that I don't know, everyone should have a moment in their lives where they should just fuck it, whoever they want, whenever they want, and then once they get that out, they can kind of relax.
To each their own, though, I'm not one to speak really against it or for
Right.
it. I mean, I have my own personal, set of morals that I'll go
Right.
for. But I wouldn't judge anybody for doing one or the other.
It's just pass and go, collect. What was it?
Yeah.
The Monopoly game, collect and leave. That's
Or
it.
collect your skeletons, or
Exactly.
stacking bodies.
Exactly.
You're saying you personally, if you got out of your system, you're fine just to kind of more relax, go more committed monogamous relationships?
I mean, I don't really yeah. I mean, I am one for, I don't know. I can see both sides.
But people like to smash and dash. They like to ejaculate and evacuate. They like to pump and dump.
Are you coming up on top of your head, or
I have a catalog somewhere back
Just
there.
in the back there, you remember?
I got a whole list of them. I wrote down. So once in a while they come out.
those are good ones? You should probably
Thank
put
you.
it on a T-shirt, or you could probably make a profit off of it.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah. Write that down. Write that down.
Write that down.
What do you think is the average body count over there?
15.
Yeah, I'd say
15.
15.
That's like average.
And what's like the highest body count you've heard a girl have over there, or just you've met? Yeah.
Or like a guy.
Like literally 30.
Yeah. That
Probably,
sounds.
probably more. We don't know.
maybe
People like to
yeah.
lie.
If you were to guess, you know what I mean?
30.
Yeah,
I'd say 30.
probably 30. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you say it's like the minimum amount of time it takes between like the time you meet a guy and like how close you are to like hooking up with him?
Like a month in, like going out all the time, I feel like I'm pretty sure. And if they give like the same energy, I'm pretty sure that I want to like continue with them. I don't know.
That's been the longest time someone's ever said.
Oh, like immediately. For you, it's like a day. That's not even true.
Depends on the context that you meet him in.
Oh, hooking up with them?
Yeah.
2 days of meeting them? That's the first time I ever like did it that fast.
Like, if you see an attractive guy at a party, you're like, yeah.
And you would you leave with them that moment if he was like, let's go?
I would definitely have to like talk and dance a little bit, but yeah, like maybe.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, it also depends if I have anything in my system in the moment. Like,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Alcohol is definitely a huge factor.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not gonna do it in the sober setting.
She's exaggerating.
Okay.
I say day's not terrible. I've had literally a woman go, maybe just a few minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay. But not a day.
Okay.
Not a day. It's never been a day.
Like, let's say you're at a bar and you meet this guy. Like, were you willing to go like sleep with him that night?
It depends. I was gonna say like maybe. Yeah. Depends on the person. Yeah, depends on the person.
There's a certain something that I tend to like. I don't know what it's called or have a name for it, but there's certain something that I tend to look for, and like I guess the person that I'm interested in, and you could feel the red flags or the green flags.
If things went very well, I think it would. But like, at least a few weeks, I'd say.
Okay. What about you?
Honestly, like maybe like a week.
So what was it about that guy that you're like, were so willing to hook up with him?
I didn't want to at first, but then they started the move, and I just gave them like, yeah, sure. And that was my first time doing something with like someone random like that in such a short period amount of time. So I was like,
How much like more like, I guess loose are you when you drink? You know, like you're more open to doing a lot more things when you drink.
Definitely, and then you wake up the next morning and regret it. So.
And how come then why do you keep drinking?
That's a good
He's asking the
question.
hard questions.
I
Damn.
don't
That's what I
know.
do.
It's kind of like you don't. In Santa Barbara, you don't go out if you're sober. Like, I feel like that's everywhere though. Like, you don't really go out sober. Because, like, when you're drunk, like, you don't remember anything. Like, I don't remember half the conversations I have when I'm drunk.
Do you think you drink more because it's kind of like, well, all your peers around you do? It's like the normal thing, or do you think you do it because you genuinely like alcohol?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Do you meet a lot of guys when you're sober?
Like, not really.
Is that because you feel uncomfortable meeting a guy when you're sober?
It's not that. I feel like, okay, so like this whole year I've been in college. We don't really do much during the day out there, like socializing wise, and it's all at night at parties.
Yeah.
So I think that also plays a huge role. Like, there's not really an opportunity to meet a bunch of people if you're not drunk at a party.
Have you ever considered you should just go out and just like go sit with a random guy and introduce yourself? Just to see where it goes?
No, but I might now.
There you go.